How do you do a non-lethal arrow, logistically? This is gonna be non-lethal, even though it's 7 to 20 damage. Because I toggled it on. So this is gonna be non-lethal for serious? Why does it say they're dead? I toggled on non-lethal. I did have it on. I toggled it. I specifically toggled it on. No way I toggled it off. You're full of shit. Whatever. Does it matter, I guess? I guess I don't care enough to go back.
Later.
Oh, it's me. I turned it off? Oh, no. How do you do a non-lethal arrow, logistically? What the fuck? Oh, did I? Arrow, logistically. Ugh. I think it was because my cursor... No. That's me turning it on. That's me turning it on. That's me turning it on. Show it. Arrow, logistically. That's me turning it on. That's literally me turning it on. Literally, you just sent me a clip of me turning it on. It's upside down as left. What? No, you're fucking lying to me. How do you do a non-lethal arrow, logistically? Why would left be to the right? What do you mean? Look at the top. How do you do a non-lethal arrow, logistically? Wait, does that mean I was doing non-lethal the entire time until I turned it off for these characters? What do you mean? Oh, does it go to the left after I have it turned on and the next turn it's set to the left? Because I was looking at whether or not it was on the left or the right. I was wondering why it turned itself off after my turn. That's so stupid. That's not intuitive. So on the previous turn, I opened up my menu, saw that it was on the left, and then toggled it on to the right. And then on this turn, I did the exact same thing. I double checked to make sure that it was non-lethal, saw that it was on the left. You do a non-lethal arrow. And saw like, oh, I guess it's not turned on. Logistically. And then clicked that button, and apparently that turned it off. So what I should have been looking at was not on the wheel where the arrow is, where your attention is focused. I should have been looking up here, someplace where I've never really looked. Unless I'm trying to check, like, the HP of a character. Swaps positions per character? I thought it swapped positions per turn. That's what I assumed was happening. Showing it this way. So I see it in the off position there on the left, which is where it was before I turned it on. So I was like, oh, it must be off. Toggle non-lethal attacks. The title of this saying toggle non-lethal attacks, you would imply through that title that by turning it on, you would be toggling on the non-lethal attacks option, right? Apparently, after one turn, it does the opposite. And you're supposed to read up here instead, which is really fucking annoying and stupid. So somebody's going to have to remind me next time if I'm ever trying non-lethal again. So apparently I turned it off, even though that exact same positioning was what turned it on in the first place. I don't know. Yeah, the only reason I turned it off is because I thought I was being extra careful by checking that it was on and noticing that it was off. I was like, oh, it's in the off position. It's only ever been in that position when it was off before. So, yeah, that's not intuitive. If you wanted to change the text there and say undo toggle non-lethal attacks, or change the text to say toggle lethal attacks after it was already on, then I wouldn't have gotten fucking confused. So that's fucking stupid. But I'm glad that there wasn't that much of a consequence to it. And we'll just have to fucking remember that. But that's absolutely unintuitive, not smart in terms of how a player should understand that. Pretty easy to understand why I did not understand that. And why I was convinced that I did not toggle it off. Yeah, I'm glad that happened, because, I mean, that's something legitimate for me to complain about, and that's what I do, so...